I'll let you in on a little secret. The most elegant women I know, women in their 50s, 60s and beyond, aren't following trends. They're setting the tone. Quietly, intentionally, effortlessly. They're not chasing what's new. They're repeating what works. And when you see them, you just know. The way they carry themselves, the way their outfit moves, the confidence in every detail, it's not an accident. But here's the truth. Most of what they do, they don't talk about it. They don't post about it. Because real style doesn't shout, it whispers. Today, I want to share 13 styling secrets that rich, elegant women over 50 rarely mention, but they use them constantly. And no, I'm not talking about wear nude heels or match your bag and shoes. These are the behind-the-scenes habits, the subtle tricks that elevate an entire outfit without looking like you tried too hard. Whether you're rebuilding your wardrobe or just refining what you already have, these are the details that make the difference. They're what take you from well-dressed to effortlessly elegant every single day. And don't worry, I'll show you exactly how to do it with pieces you can actually wear and feel amazing in. Let's get into it. Because elegance isn't about having more. It's about knowing what truly works for you and doing it with quiet confidence. Chapter 1. Monochrome to elongate, not just to match. Let's start with something subtle but powerful. Stylish women over 50 who always look elegant. They're using monochrome as a visual strategy, not to match their outfit like it's 1997, but to elongate their silhouette. It's one of those quiet tricks that makes you look taller, leaner, and more polished, without adding a single accessory. Here's the difference. Wearing one color head to toe isn't about being boring. It's about creating one clean, uninterrupted line. And that's exactly what the eye follows. I see women do this beautifully in soft tones, like oatmeal, dove grey, navy, or ivory. Even in casual pieces, when the colours flow together, the effect is instantly elevated. One piece I always recommend for this is the EILEEN Fisher Washable Stretch Crepe Slim Ankle Pant. It's tailored but comfortable, and the ankle cut gives that perfect length for loafers, mules, or low heels. Paired with a tone-on-tone blouse or knit, it becomes one of those effortlessly chic looks you can wear anywhere. And if you're looking for pieces like that, you'll find them linked in the description below. So if you've been pairing bold tops with bold pants or breaking your look in half with high contrast colour blocking, try soft monochrome instead. You'll be amazed at how much taller, leaner and more confident you look with zero effort. Chapter 2. Tailored casual is their secret weapon. Here's something elegant women won't tell you, but you'll see it in everything they wear. Even their casual clothes fit like they were made just for them. It's not because they have the perfect body, it's because they tailor their pieces quietly, consistently, and especially the ones no one expects. Think about your favorite jeans, tee, or cardigan. Now imagine if the sleeves hit exactly where they should, if the waist skimmed, not squeezed, if the hemline didn't bunch, tug, or drown your frame. That's the power of tailored casual. It doesn't scream money, but it whispers refinement. And trust me, once you start doing this, even just adjusting the shoulders on a t-shirt or tapering the legs of your jeans, it changes everything. A great starting point, the good American soft tech. Good curve, high-rise straight jeans. They're already made with a curve-friendly fit, but just a tiny hem adjustment or waist nip takes them from nice to flawless. Tailoring isn't about being fancy, it's about fit. And when something fits beautifully, it elevates even the simplest outfit. So the next time you're shopping for basics, think beyond the rack. Ask yourself, can I make this mine? because elegant women never settle for standard fit, and that's exactly why they stand out without even trying. Chapter 3. They choose texture over trends. You know what never looks cheap? Texture. While most people chase prints, patterns, and logos, truly elegant women are layering fabrics you can feel before you even touch them. They don't need loud colours or trendy shapes to stand out. They rely on the quiet luxury of texture: cashmere, matte silk, crepe, structured knits. It's one of those things you can spot instantly. A soft polo in rich cashmere, a fluid blouse in brushed satin, a tailored pant in textured wool crepe. No branding, no flash, just depth and dimension that says, this was chosen with care. One of my favourite pieces for this is the QUINCE Mongolian cashmere polo sweater. It's refined, breathable, and has just enough structure to look elevated without feeling stiff. Even paired with denim or soft trousers, it creates that luxurious contrast that makes an outfit feel finished. The key here is to layer textures intentionally. Pair cashmere with crisp cotton, match suede accessories with silk tops. Keep your palette simple and let the feel of the fabric do the talking. This is something I always go back to when building a seasonal wardrobe. Because trends come and go, but good texture lasts forever. It wears better, it photographs better, and most importantly, it feels better. And when you feel good in your clothes, you show up differently. That's the kind of elegance that never goes out of style. Chapter 4. Shoes that frame, not match. Elegant women don't buy shoes to match their handbag. They buy shoes to frame their outfit, just like you'd frame a painting. This is one of those subtle choices that changes everything. Because when your shoes create balance, contrast, or polish at the bottom of your look, they anchor the entire silhouette. It's the difference between looking coordinated and looking curated. So instead of obsessing over whether your shoes go with your top or bag, try asking, do these shoes elevate the look? Do they ground it? Add warmth, add edge? A perfect example is the Sarah Flint Natalie flat in saddle Vachetta. It's classic and neutral, but not basic. That warm leather tone adds richness without clashing, and the almond toe keeps the shape elegant and flattering. You can wear it with navy, cream, olive, or soft grey, and it always looks expensive. I personally love pairing shoes like this with monochrome outfits or soft layered textures. It gives the eye a place to land without pulling focus. And here's the secret. The best shoe doesn't always blend in. Sometimes it stands just a little apart, enough to complete the look, without competing with it. That's how you know it's the right one, not because it matches, but because it finishes the outfit like it was meant to be there. Chapter 5. Necklines are architectural. Elegant women over 50 think about their neckline the way an interior designer thinks about lighting, strategically, intentionally, and always with the end result in mind. They're not just throwing on a necklace or buttoning up a blouse. They're sculpting shape around their face, framing their collarbone, and creating structure through thoughtful layering. Here's what I mean. A crisp collared shirt under a soft sweater, a sculptural chain that mirrors the V of a neckline, a draped blouse that falls just right along the collarbone without tugging or gaping. These women aren't afraid of simplicity, but it's never accidental. One piece I absolutely love for this kind of subtle impact is the MEJURI bold herringbone chain necklace. It has that rich, dimensional feel without being flashy. It sits flat against the skin, catches light in the softest way, and adds shape to both high and low necklines. Even on days when I'm just wearing a knit and jeans, this necklace makes it feel intentional. It's structured, sculptural, effortless. And that's really the secret. Elegant women build their outfits upward. They start with a clean neckline, then add only what enhances it. whether it's a popped collar, a delicate layer, or nothing at all. Because when the area around your face is clean, framed, and flattering, you don't need a loud outfit. Your presence speaks first. Chapter 6. They don't match, they echo. Matching is what we were taught. Echoing is what elegant women actually do. They don't wear a red blouse with red shoes and a red bag. They wear a warm rust blouse, a chocolate brown belt, a tortoiseshell accessory. Tones that speak to each other without shouting the same word. It's one of those styling tricks that's almost invisible. But you feel it when you see it. The outfit looks thoughtful, layered, expensive, even if every piece came from different places or seasons. Take the Cuyana classic Easy Tote, for example. It's beautifully structured and comes in rich, timeless shades like caramel, stone, and olive. Pair it with gold earrings, tortoiseshell sunglasses, or even a muted lip colour, and suddenly your entire look feels curated, not copy-pasted. I always say, if it looks too perfect, it probably looks overdone. But when colours echo, when there's a rhythm to your outfit instead of a repetition, it becomes artful. And that's something I talked about in my 10 casual items that make women over 50 look expensive video. Because richness isn't about coordination, it's about intention. So instead of chasing a perfect colour match, ask yourself, does this tone speak the same language as the rest of my outfit? If the answer is yes, you've just unlocked the quiet power of echoing, and you'll never go back. And as always, you can find everything I've mentioned so far linked in the description below. Chapter 7. Their loungewear looks like real clothing. Here's a secret no one talks about. Rich, elegant women don't stop dressing well just because they're home. Even their loungewear looks intentional. No saggy leggings, no oversized t-shirts from 20 years ago. Their off-duty looks are still polished, soft, structured, and quietly luxurious. But here's the key. It's not about being dressed up, it's about being dressed with purpose. The fabrics are breathable and elegant. The fits are relaxed, but not sloppy. They choose sets that could take them from home to coffee with a friend without needing to change. One perfect example is the LUNYA washable silk set. It drapes beautifully, feels incredible on the skin, and looks far more elevated than it has any right to be. This isn't the kind of loungewear you hide in. It's the kind that makes you feel like the best version of yourself, even when no one's watching. And that's the difference. These women don't dress up for others. They do it for how it makes them feel. So if you've been reaching for the same worn-out hoodie every night, consider this your invitation to upgrade. You deserve softness, yes, but also style. Because even at home, elegance is a mindset, and the clothes we wear in our quietest moments often say the most. Chapter 8. Contrast highlights their best features. This is one of the most powerful and most overlooked styling tools elegant women use. They intentionally play with contrast, not just for drama, but to draw the eye exactly where they want it. Have silver hair? They'll wear rich navy or black to make it shine. Warm skin tone? They'll lean into ivory, terracotta, or mossy green. Bright eyes? You'd better believe they know how to make them pop. Contrast isn't about being bold, it's about being strategic. The right level of contrast brings your natural features forward. Even in the simplest outfit, it adds presence, dimension, glow. One piece I reach for again and again is the Vince Cashmere funnel neck sweater in garnet or ink. Both shades are rich, moody, and pair beautifully with light trousers or denim. They frame the face without overpowering it, and that high neckline gives a subtle lift to the jawline. It's one of those sweaters that always gets compliments, even when I've put in almost zero effort. Elegant women use contrast like painters use light. They don't throw colour around. They place it carefully where it flatters, softens or sharpens just enough. So the next time you're standing in front of the mirror wondering what's off, ask yourself, is this washing me out or does it bring me forward? Because the right contrast doesn't compete with your features. It elevates them quietly, powerfully, effortlessly. Chapter 9. Fewer bags, but better ones. If you've ever wondered how some women always look expensive, even in jeans and a tee, look at the bag. It's never trendy, never overloaded, and never loud. Truly elegant women don't collect dozens of bags in every colour. They invest in just a few, structured, timeless, and quietly luxurious. Their bags don't scream designer. They whisper quality through clean lines, rich texture, and craftsmanship. And more importantly, they go with everything. One bag I always recommend for this is the Polo Numero 1 Nano in textured olive or sandalwood. It's compact, architectural, and beautifully understated. You can wear it with neutral tones, earth tones, soft monochromes, without ever feeling mismatched or overdone. When you own fewer bags, you get better at styling them. You stop thinking in terms of matching and start thinking in terms of mood and silhouette. A top handle bag says polished. A slouchy hobo says relaxed. And a small sculptural crossbody like this one says, I thought about this, but not too much. This is something I also touched on in my Don't Have These in Your Wardrobe When Over 50 video, because a cluttered collection often leads to cluttered outfits. So if your closet is full of purses that only work with 1 or 2 outfits, consider narrowing it down. One beautiful bag, used well, will always look better than 5 average ones rotated randomly. Less truly is more, especially when it comes to timeless style. Chapter 10. Outerwear is part of the outfit. Here's a styling habit I've seen over and over again. Elegant women never treat their coat like an afterthought. They don't throw something on as they leave the house. Their outerwear is part of the look. In fact, sometimes it is the look. Whether it's a softly structured cardigan or a sculptural coat with a belt at the waist, their outer layers carry the same level of polish as everything underneath. That's why their outfits still look intentional, even when they're covered up. Take the EILEEN Fisher Organic Linen Cotton Long Cardigan, for example. It's lightweight, drapes beautifully, and has that quiet flow that adds elegance to anything, whether you're wearing trousers, denim, or even a knit dress underneath. It moves with you instead of restricting you. And it doesn't wrinkle like crazy the minute you sit down. And here's the trick. Elegant women think about silhouette. If they're wearing something fitted underneath, they might go for a long, fluid cardigan. If the outfit is loose, they'll choose something more structured to bring the shape back in. It's all about balance. So if your coat closet is full of practical but shapeless layers, it might be time to rethink a few things. Outerwear isn't just protection from the weather. It's a signal, and when it's chosen with care, it becomes the first and final impression you leave without ever saying a word. Chapter 11. They repeat their power colour. Stylish women over 50 aren't chasing colour trends every season. They know what works, and they stick with it. You'll often see them wear the same shade again and again, but in completely different ways, not because they're playing it safe, but because they've found their power colour. That one tone that lights up their face, makes their skin glow, brings out their eye colour, and makes everything they wear feel more cohesive. They're not trying to add more colour for variety. They're using the right colour for consistency. One of my go-to pieces for this is the QUINCE Mongolian Cashmere crewneck sweater. It comes in saturated, elegant shades like burgundy, moss and navy, colours that flatter a wide range of skin tones without being loud. And the texture, buttery soft, with just enough structure to elevate your whole outfit. Once you know your power colour, you'll notice how easy it becomes to build a wardrobe around it. You can mix textures, vary the saturation, even layer it tonally for a rich, dimensional look. And it doesn't matter whether your signature colour is warm caramel or icy blue. What matters is how it makes you feel when you put it on. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed by too many colours in your closet, take a step back. Find your shade and wear it like it's your signature, because when something flatters you that well, why not repeat it? Chapter 12. Smoothing shapewear under everything. Here's a little secret elegant women never talk about, because you're never supposed to notice it. They wear shapewear, but not the kind that squeezes or suffocates. They use it for one reason: smoothing. It's not about trying to look thinner. It's about clean lines, no seams showing through that silk blouse, no waistband rolling under a fitted dress. Just a flawless foundation that lets the clothes fall exactly how they're meant to. Think of it like primer under makeup. You don't always see it, but you notice the difference it makes. One of my favourites is the Spanx Suit Your Fancy bodysuit. It's lightweight, breathable, and completely disappears under dresses or trousers. And because it's a bodysuit, you don't have to worry about it shifting throughout the day. It stays put, so you can too. I always say, the more effortless an outfit looks, the more thought usually went into what's underneath. This is something I mentioned in my 12 Style Mistakes That Age You video, because clinging fabric, panty lines, or rumpled seams instantly distract from an otherwise elegant outfit. So if you've been skipping shapewear because it feels like too much, try reframing it. It's not about control, it's about support. It's about confidence. It's about giving your beautiful clothes the base they deserve. Because elegance doesn't start with the outfit, it starts with how you build it. Chapter 13. They have a uniform but keep it fresh. Here's something I wish more women knew. Elegant style doesn't mean reinventing yourself every morning. In fact, the most polished women over 50, they wear the same silhouette over and over again, but they do it so well and so intentionally that it never looks boring. It looks effortless. They've found what flatters them, whether it's a slim pant with a relaxed sweater, a midi dress with a belt, or a wide-leg trouser with a tucked blouse. And they rotate it. They change up the colour. They play with texture. They swap out accessories, but the base, the foundation, it stays the same. And that's the power of a personal uniform. It saves time, reduces clutter, and ensures that everything in your wardrobe works. A great example of a piece that fits beautifully into this kind of rotation is the Jenny Kane Cashmere Fisherman Sweater. It's classic, incredibly soft, and looks just as good with tailored trousers as it does with denim. It's one of those staples you can wear 3 times a week and never get tired of because it adapts to you. Elegant women don't waste energy trying to be someone new every day. They refine what already works and then elevate it with smart changes. So if you're still chasing variety, take a breath. Sometimes the most stylish thing you can do is repeat yourself with purpose. So there you have it, 13 styling secrets that elegant women over 50 rarely speak out loud, but absolutely live by. Not because they're trying to impress anyone, but because they've learned the beauty of doing less, but doing it well. They know their silhouette, they know their power colour, they choose fabrics that feel good and details that last. And whether they're heading to lunch, lounging at home, or walking through the airport, there's always an ease to the way they dress. Because true elegance, it's never about being noticed first. It's about being remembered quietly. If you're rebuilding your wardrobe or refining what you already love, I hope these tips gave you a fresh way to think about style, especially in this new beautiful chapter of life. And as always, you can find everything I mentioned linked in the description. Thank you for spending time with me today. Now go out there and wear what makes you feel powerful, with softness, intention, and just the right amount of quiet confidence.